Professional, as described by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is said to be paid to participate in a sport or activity. By this definition, I fully intend to grow up to be a professional sleeper. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but stick with me for a minute and let me illustrate just exactly how I plan to be paid to sleep. Ideas about sleep are widely circulated, but are rarely listed as important. In fact, most adult Americans are listed as sleep deprived. Here at BYU, there's a popular and compelling myth that states that you can only have 2 of the following 3 things: good grades, good sociality, or good sleep. Where in the world did these ideas come from, and what makes us think that we can't have it all? Modern scientists, prophets, and popular characters actually suggest that sleep is the key to good grades, good sociality, and future success. Students are notorious for staying up late in the names of squeezing in a few extra hours of studying in the hopes of performing higher on tests and assignments. Unfortunately for these night owls, all evidence is to the contrary. In a Time magazine published study called Sleep or Study, it was found that students who stayed up late in the names of studying, in fact, performed worse the next day on their tests and assignments. And these results compound over time, meaning that the more nights in a row that you all have stayed up studying, the more days it takes for your body and your grades to recover. Boyd K. Packer also chimed in on this when he talked about his own reasons for wanting to study early in the morning. He said, your mind is alert and refreshed. He said that the Lord knew what he was saying when he instructed us in Doctrine and Covenants, section 89, to cease to sleep longer than is necessary, retire to thy bed early that you might not be weary, and arise early that your body and mind might be invigorated. Clearly, sleep is the key not only to our mental, but to our spiritual success as well. The best thing we can do is to take the time and go to sleep. In the popular 2000 series Gilmore Girls, Lorelai explains to her friend Luke her own reason for choosing sleep over other activities. She says, we like sleep because it makes us look pretty and keeps us from killing our crazy friends. This quote has resonated with me time and again as I have thought of my own reasons for choosing sleep over 25 to life. In a recent study called Beauty Sleep, it was found that our brains actually have cues that tip us off to when people are sleep deprived and make them appear less attractive to us. Now let's be honest, this is an extremely important time in our lives. We are all hoping to form lasting and meaningful relationships, and we need all the help we can get. No amount of makeup can cover up those things that tip off our brains and make us appear less attractive. The best thing we can do is to take the time and go to sleep. Finally, and tying this all back to the idea of being paid to sleep, many high-name celebrities have found that sleep is in fact the key to their, sometimes monetary, success. The list includes Matthew McConaughey, Jennifer Lopez, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Ellen DeGeneres, Halle Berry, and several others. What these celebrities have found is that when your body is asleep, the waste removal department is 10 times more active. This helps to reinforce new memories, create new motor skills, fight inflammation, maintain healthy body fat levels, and ultimately live longer. If we're living longer, then obviously we're going to be making money longer. And if we want to do anything with the degrees for which we are so consistently slaving away for at this time in our lives, then we have to make the most of our effort and go to sleep. How do I do this, you're asking yourself? I already have so much on my plate as it is. Well, let me break it down for you. You have 168 hours this week. We're going to automatically donate 56 of them to sleep, since scientists suggest that we should be getting about 8 hours of sleep every night at this time in our lives. After that, if you have a 14-credit workload, you should be spending about 42 hours both in and outside of class. After all of that, you have the remaining 70 hours to do whatever you want, whether that be texting, driving, not at the same time, spending time with your family, writing letters, living the American dream, preaching the gospel, or whatever else you would like to do with your time. What this all comes down to is that we, in fact, can have it all. You can have the good grades, you can have the rockin' social life, and you most certainly can get enough sleep. So take the time, treat yourself right, make the most of your effort, go to sleep.